Let's talk ball. I don't know if you've heard yet. I've said this a lot because I think it is a big deal. We've always chatted about how Indianapolis and the Combine are the planting of the seeds of free agency frenzy, of trades, of everything, what everybody's going to do in these gatherings that are taking place. Last night was my first time ever doing it, like kind of bouncing around, talking to people. What a special place.
Cool,
I assume you do a lot of that, obviously, with connections, but everybody is here. How many things are actually getting done, or is this just all seed planting?
Seeds, and sometimes you get a trade. Like the other night, we had a trade between the Jets and the Titans, and it happened here. It's where, okay,
Berganzi left our set.
And then went and made a trade with the New York Jets, but it's because it's the only time in the NFL calendar where everybody is in the same exact place.
Well, except for your friends, McVay and Liam Cohen.
Those guys don't show up. They're good. They're
hey,
fine.
we need you guys back out here.
Hey,
we need you guys back out here.
I was just talking to Sean, and he's asking me, so what'd you get into last time? Like, you don't get to, no, you don't do that. You don't
Sean,
get
we need you back out here,
You don't get to do all that.
He's got FOMO.
That's it. But also, it's this informal deal where the agents are all here also, which is a different deal with it, where, of course, we're all excited to see the coaches and the general managers and do the media stuff, but the calendar for these agents, like I just saw Tommy DeVito's agent, Sean Stellato.
Oh, nice. Wanted to go.
He told me he had 24 meetings with teams in one day.
Yeah, he did. That's low for him, actually. Normally, you'd say he had a 30, 40.
That's it.
42 teams.
But if you take that, he's one agent with 4 clients. Now you take about all the different agents here, and they've got to. Now they can't make deals, but what they will do is they will say, "What's the marketplace? What are we looking at for our clients?" And this is the only time all calendar year they get in-person interaction. So yes, there's that, and then there's just hanging out and fun and drinking and enjoying the fact that everyone's away from home, everyone's in the same place, and it's an annual tradition to get together and let loose a little bit.
It was awesome. I should have been doing this. How long are we doing this? 8 years? I should have been doing this.
Got to pace yourself, though.
Kind of feels like I've kind of been doing this.
Made up for it.
It's in our city. I feel like I've been messing this up and missed a lot of opportunities. It was cool last night just to see everybody, because we obviously follow along the season, but getting a chance to chat with them. And then we would have said something in the show, and they'll mention it. Like, you remember when you said whatever, and I'm like, I feel terrible about it. And everybody's like, nah, that was... You have to say what you have to say. It was like really cool to kind of do all that. Go ahead, AJ.
What about Maxx Crosby, AJ Brown? Any news you hear when you were pounding the streets last night?
Yeah, the tone of Howie is what you said the other day. Really.
Well, it's funny because at the trade deadline, Howie Roseman told everyone, no, like we're not trading AJ Brown. And then when
we can't trust anything that anyone says, though, right? At
True.
this time?
Well, that is a good point also. And then you go to this media availability, and what he said was, of course, like, I'll always listen. And I said, AJ Brown's Twitter handle is always open. Howie Roseman always listening. He's always listening. But I would also add this. He is not on the block by any means. They are not proactively trading A.J. Brown. They are not shopping A.J. Brown, but he will always have his phone line open. The issue is, for the Eagles, if they trade him before June 1st, it costs them $40 million in dead cap money. If they trade him after June 1st, it gets a lot less financially prohibitive. So that kind of makes this little window here, and he got traded draft day a couple years back from the Titans to the Eagles. It makes it a bit more of a hurdle. They interviewed 17 different offensive coordinators, and they hired a 32-year-old who has never called a play. And I am told that Sean Mannion walked in there and had an entire presentation that won the day. And it basically was, here are cut-ups of how my offense would work with your personnel. And A.J. Brown was strictly a part of that.
Yeah, they got a lot of weapons over there.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to eat, and they paid everybody as if they're supposed to eat. And then all of a sudden you have success running the ball. You got 2 ones at wide receiver, and then you can see how people get a little bit antsy. The New England Patriots fans aren't going to love what you just said right there because they thought maybe Vrabel and A.J. Brown were going to be back. So we'll just say if somebody gives up the farm, Howie always open for the conversation.
Always pick up the phone.
Got it. But instead, there is a mindset that we're going to be able to get A.J. Brown used the way he should be, and he'll be happy to be an Eagle.
That's the hope.
Okay,
yes.
Sick. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, Schrager, it does kind of bum New England out for sure, but also knowing Mike Vrabel and Drake Mara there, it doesn't really matter. I want to ask you about a guy that I don't think anybody knows really much about, and that's the Arizona Cardinals in the floor. We saw him walking around the other day. He's got really cool hair. I don't know if he's got his brother's eyebrows just yet, but what do you think about the Cardinals? What should our expectations be for them going forward? Who's even playing quarterback? Like, should we just assume this is a punted year? Like, truly, are they trading Kyler? Like, what should the expectations be on the outside looking in for the Cardinals?
Yeah, look, so they come in there, and Kyler was not drafted by Monty Ossenfort, and Kyler, this would be his 3rd head coach, and it seems like this might be a financial situation as well, where it takes them in a lot different financial situation if the first 3 days they get rid of him in the NFL New Year. So that's like March 11th, 12th, 13th. They save themselves a lot of money, and everyone starts anew. That said, I did have dinner with Mike LaFleur last night with his cool haircut.
Knew you would.
Okay.
New spot. Dean's. Do you know Dean's?
I heard it's in a hotel, right?
It's in the JW, and I'd never been.
yeah.
Oh, it used to be Shoes.
No, that was the Westin. It's
shit.
sorry.
No, it was the Italian place before.
Yes, and
See,
LaFleur-
this is the problem, though. This is what we're talking about. We never do this.
I would never know.
And stop telling people about Cafe
Patachu. And it's not
Lovely.
chow, it's Patachu,
Have you
brother. Shut up. Have I been?
Is this the
this
brunch
location?
place?
Because there's like 4 of them, right? But
Yeah,
like,
there's a lady that owns that, and
used to
also
meet
like
there a
4
lot.
other restaurants. This lady has a monopoly on great food.
bro, how good is it?
Unbelievable. Patachu is very good.
So Patachu, I said on a social media clip that's where that's the real spot.
Here we go again.
And I'm not trying to promote it, but then I literally, Peter King, Howie Roseman, Kevin Demoff, like the list of people coming
Peter
like,
King?
Wow.
saying, what are you doing?
How do you do that? Did he write you a letter?
Typewriter.
That's crazy.
But it's like that's a secret we don't want out there. And I'm sorry.
I don't
but-
know if he's here, so he could probably just go ahead and move on. Ty has the last question for you here, Schrager.
What about Malik Willis?
Yeah.
Everything we've heard is like all of a sudden he's kind of the belle of the ball when it comes to free agent quarterbacks. And, I guess everyone's giving Aaron Glenn shit for falling asleep yesterday.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because he already knows that he's going to go get a guy like Malik Willis. So quarterback doesn't matter. Like, where is he going to end up? And is he right now the most sought after free agent quarterback?
The perfect storm for a player is what Malik Willis has right now, in that there is a supply and demand issue in the NFL, and he is the premier free agent quarterback to be, where you can just sign him straight up, no trade. You could just make the best offer, and he can entertain it. He also has 2 different teams with really strong connections. The Miami Dolphins, the GM from the Packers, and the defensive coordinator from the Packers is new the head coach. And then in Arizona, Mike LaFleur is the head coach. Where did Malik Willis just revigorate his career? With Matt LaFleur in Green Bay. So there are 2 teams that might be quarterback hungry, and you have a draft pick situation where Mendoza's the number 1 pick, and it's not exactly a 2-horse race there where there's anyone else in the Mendoza conversation.
Oh, really? Orlovsky? We're not doing it. We're not getting into this. We only have like a minute left,
Yeah, I'm
and
sorry.
TV. No, don't be sorry. We are sorry.
I'm going on talking about Dean's Seafood and Steaks, and I apologize. I should be talking football. It's my bad.
No. Wrong show.
Combine.
We should be talking about Dean's because we just learned this place existed.
Never knew. Me neither.
Shout out to that. No, I wouldn't have enough time. Dimes is just going to go to the Colts.
I think so. Sounds
Yeah,
like it
because you
makes
said
sense.
Malik Willis
How
is
much?
by far the number 1 free agent.
don't
It's
know.
like
I don't know, and they don't have a first-round pick, so it's not like they're going to be.
this year, next year.
Vikings?
Aaron?
Vikings?
Don't think so.
What's Aaron Rodgers doing?
I don't know. Vikings, real quick. 2 names. Kyler Geno Smith, if he is available.
Oh, because Gino
Later.
layered
Two names I would've
throws is
wanted.
what I was told.